4-0 heading into a big weekend. Coming up just like you drew it up, right?
Yeah, it's exciting time. The weather feels a little more colder than it should. So kind of feels like hockey season, and we're excited for this weekend. Obviously, 4-0 is a great start. Two good opponents and two different opponents for us that helped us prepare in different ways for the WCHA, which is, just not going to apologize to say it's the hardest place to play. And so starting off with Minnesota is going to be exciting to see how our players perform.
Obviously the bright lights and the big rink and all that. You got, I was thinking about this. Your freshman class has got so many kids who have played in the state tournament. What kind of advantage does that give you, I guess?
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I don't think they're going to be scared of the venue. I think they're going to be nervous about the stage because the venues is what it is. But I love both days. I love Friday and everything we've got going, with a doubleheader with the women's and men's hockey team and the excitement around that. And I love Saturday because it's game 2. So I've already talked to our staff about, let's be prepared for both days, not just try to focus so much energy on that first one. I think that's just to your point. I think that's why I'm not worried about our team on Friday, because I don't think they're going to be scared of the venue.
What's working right now? What's been the best part? Most encouraging part that you've seen on
the most encouraging part that we've seen is the buy-in, and the challenging buy-in that it's been for everybody to understand what their role is, and maybe that it's changing this year, and for younger players to be willing to step into spaces that are perceived leadership roles, but they're actually more just, they're executing and scoring goals or producing, on the ice for defensively or in the goaltending area. And so it's a combination between that and then the other people who are actually, living up their leadership values as they get older and saying, all right, this is still my team. This is our team. And we're going to still be a part of how St. Thomas always plays hockey. And so that's been a really cool blend to watch happen.
It's easy to talk about the offense because that's, such a departure from one of your challenges last year. But what are you seeing on the back end, and how critical is that against a team like Minnesota?
Well, I think you're seeing depth play. I'll just pick out two people, Allie Paul, and Rachel Golnitz, who's a transfer. But both those players have just stepped in and said, all right, here's what we need. And so we're going to play that way. And so that's been critical for us. And obviously then the defensive side works back to the goaltending, and we've gotten really good play from both Cal and Olivia so far. So it's been exciting to kind of say, all right, maybe we're a little more balanced than I thought we'd be, because some of the people that have stepped in, like Allie and Rachel and others.
Let's talk about the offense. Again, you're getting, I would think, as good as what was advertised, maybe.
Yeah, meeting with people all week here. We're meeting with players and just saying, yeah, this is what you wanted. This is what we expected. And now, depending on where that lands, let's raise our expectations and see if we can even accomplish more than we thought. So I think that's weirdly, that's how every good team approaches the year. I don't care if you're ranked number 1 or you're not ranked at all. You get there and you say, okay, here's what we are, and here's who's doing this and that. And then you say, okay, how can we all get better so that we can all raise our expectations as the year goes on?
It's been a few years now, but you still know the Gophers pretty well. I would imagine what you're scouting for.
Yeah, just watching a little bit. They've certainly got, the most dynamic player maybe in college hockey is Abby Murphy. And I certainly know her well. I have nothing but unbelievable things to say about Abby. She's somebody that is a fun person to coach. She challenges you in the right ways, and she's a good thing for women's hockey. And I'm excited to play her. I know our team is excited to play against Abby and others, because it's an exciting matchup when you can say we're playing against some of the world's best, and that's not just Murph, but that's their entire lineup.
I asked Katie probably this last weekend when I talked to her, but is this maybe the best times for women's hockey in the country, with the excitement of a new league coming up? There's always Olympic excitement. College hockey seems like it's as good as it's ever been. Just what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I've been around it for a long time, and I can say there's never been a better time to be excited about the development of women's ice hockey. The college game it's as strong as it's ever been. I look at the youth movement across the country and some of the USA Hockey excitement around different areas, and then the new pro league. It's a fun time to be around, and I hope we can capture momentum at St. Thomas to turn it into people that are excited about our team, but yet at the same time also just excited about the sport in general.
A question from Ryan Steve is unable to be on the Zoom, but is this game at the X a big moment for your program or just another game?
I think it's a big moment. I think it's a big moment for our program. I think it's a big moment for Minnesota and for the state of hockey and for everything. There's so many reasons why it's a big moment for each team, and I think that this is an opportunity to play in a great venue and a nice doubleheader where the unknowns have not quite been talked about enough. Meaning, I think everybody hopes that St. Thomas and the University of Minnesota become a rival on both the men's and women's hockey side, and who knows what other sports that can be possible in. But it would be great for the state of hockey. It'd be great for the state of Minnesota to have, more opportunities for young men and women to pursue their dreams as college athletes. And so I think it's a big stage. I think it's a big moment, and I'm excited for our players to be able to participate. And I'm excited as a coach to be able to be a part of it.
I remember you were supposed to play Canada at XL and it was canceled last minute a couple years ago. When was the last time you coached there or been behind that?
I've been there a couple of times with the national team just over the course of my time, but it's a special venue, playing at the XL Energy Center, especially for someone like me who's been around here my whole life is a unique opportunity. It's the biggest stage in the state. And so, I know our players are looking forward to what that experience is like. Even though I've done it before, man, it's a special opportunity that I will never take for granted.